This is TOS National News on TOS TV, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Adesuwa Osui. In a bid to evade operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), a yet-to-be-identified man on Thursday jumped from the 7th floor of a building in Lagos State. Though details of the operation is yet to be ascertained, it was gathered that the operation was targeted at the activities of advance fee fraud criminals, popularly called Yahoo Boys, in the area. An eyewitness said the deceased, who was on a visit to one of the flats, on sighting the operational vehicles of the operatives, believed they were out to arrest his host. Confirming the incident, Wilson Uwajare, head media and publicity of the commission, said it is true that some operatives of the commission went for an operation at the 1004 estate in Lagos today and left without incident. It was later discovered from residents that a young man in one of the wings of the estate jumped from the 7th floor, probably out of fright, and sustained injuries. Few days after about 3 cocaine cartels were busted at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos, another trafficker, Ukaibu Bright Onyekachi, has been nabbed with 3.30 kilograms of the hard drug. Operatives of the NDLEA said the suspect was arrested during the inward clearance of passengers on Ethiopian Airlines at the e-arrival hall of the airport. According to the airport commander of the NDLEA, Mr. Amadu Garba, Onyekachi arrived in Nigeria on board Ethiopian Airlines from Sao Paulo, Brazil via Addis Ababa. The NDLEA chairman, General Buba Marwa, has commended the men and officers of the MMAIA, FCT and national commands of the agency for taking the war to the doorsteps of traffickers and peddlers of illicit drugs in their areas. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has said the inability of the All Progressive Congress (APC) to tackle insurgency, banditry and corruption will compel Nigerians to vote out the party in 2023. The Secretary, Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee of the ruling APC, Senator John James Akpadu-Doede, dismissed the governor's submission. A statement by his special assistant on media, Kelvin Ebire, quoted Wike as speaking on Tuesday shortly after inspecting the greater interchange and underpass being constructed by Adamawa State Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri in Yola. Wike set the latest ranking of Nigeria as 146th on the Transparency International Corruption Index, was indicative that the APC administration's claim of fighting corruption has been misleading. President Muhammadu Buhari has nominated ex-service chiefs for Senate approval as non-carrier ambassadors designate. This was disclosed by the presidency via Twitter, announcing that President Buhari forwarded the names of General Abayomi Olonishakin, retired, Lieutenant General Tokuru Buratai, retired, Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, retired, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, retired, and Air Vice Marshal Mohammed Usman, retired, to the Senate for approval as non-carrier ambassadors designate. Quoting the tweet, it says, in a letter to Senate Ahmad Ibrahim Lawan, President of the Senate, the presidency said, in accordance with Section 171, subsection 12, C and subsection 4 of 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, I have the honor to forward for confirmation by the Senate the under-listed 5 names of nominees as non-carrier ambassadors designate. You are watching National News on TOS TV. More stories still to come after the break. Thanks for staying with us. Still on the presidency, legal experts have said that President Muhammad Buhari violated the Constitution and the Police Act by extending the tenure of the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, by 3 months. They described Adamu's continued stay in office as illegal and void, stating that in the eyes of the law, the country is without an IGP. Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Dr. Mike Ozehome, Professor Paul Ananaba, and Mr. Ebonlu Adegborua contended that just as the president could not single-handedly appoint the IGP, he also had no power to reabsorb a retired police officer back into the police. Adamu's tenure as IGP officially elapsed on Monday, February 1st, after spending the maximum 35 statutory years in the police. The Lagos state government says it plans to phase out popular yellow buses in accordance with the Transportation Master Plan of the state. Commissioner for Transportation, Dr. Frederick Oladainde, said this in a virtual forum on Thursday, adding that the yellow buses will be replaced by blue buses. He says, and I quote, "We are reforming the bus sector, and over time, Lagos will phase out the yellow buses because the yellow buses are not conducive for a mega city like Lagos. This is why we are coming with blue buses you see around." Yo Myung-hae, the South Korean candidate for the World Trade Organization Director General position, has withdrawn her candidacy, resulting in Nigeria's Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala being the sole candidate left in the race. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala had secured the popular vote by a wide margin on October 28, but was not named Director General because the U.S. opposed her candidacy. After the October 28, 2020 meeting, the World Trade Organization also said Okonjo-Iweala had the best chance of getting a consensus, but the U.S. had favored Yo over Okonjo-Iweala because the World Trade Organization is in dire need of reform and, according to them, must be led by someone with real hands and experience in the field. The two women were the last candidates standing, and the eventual winner will set a record as being the first female World Trade Organization Director General. You are watching your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS TV. Up next are business, entertainment, and sport. Do stay tuned. The federal government has disbursed 27 billion naira to micro, small and medium enterprises as part of the MSME Survival Fund scheme. Minister of State, Industry, Trade and Investment Ambassador Mariam Katagum disclosed this on Thursday while briefing newsmen in Abuja. Katagum said that government would also roll out the last two schemes that make up the Survival Fund. She said that the steering committee for the Survival Fund will turn in its reports to the Ministry of Finance as well as await the second tranche of the fund. Katagum, who is also the chairperson steering committee MSME Survival Fund and Guaranteed Offtake Scheme, said the existing schemes were progressing seamlessly. Mr. Tola Johnson, Special Assistant to the President of MSMEs in the Office of the Vice President, said that a total of 100,000 businesses across the 36 states and FCT will benefit from the new schemes. The Senior Staff Association, Nigerian Universities SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Allied and Education Institutions, NASU, announced that they will commence strike action today, 5th of February 2021, in a bid to get the federal government to comply with their demands. This was disclosed by Mr. Peters Adeyemi, NASU General Secretary, in a statement jointly signed by Mr. Mohammed Ibrahim, SANU President in Abuja. Adeyemi added that after the meeting with the federal government this week, both unions have called for general meetings with all branches and will go on strike on the 5th of February. In the meantime, the nationwide strike takes effect from 12 midnight, 5th February 2021, pending any contrary resolution by the branches, Adeyemi said. Now to entertainment. Mo Abudu's Ebony Live Films has signed a 2-year first-look deal with Sony Television Pictures International, production division. The deal, which follows an initial 3-year partnership, will see Sony Television Pictures get an exclusive first look on all Ebony Live scripted television projects developed within the 2-year span. Speaking on the latest deal, Mo Abudu, Ebony Live's media chief executive officer, shared, "It's been an absolute pleasure working with Sony Pictures Television over the last few years, and we are so pleased to be deepening our partnership with them. Taking African stories to global audiences is something we are very passionate about, and this new opportunity with Sony gives us a chance to reach massive audiences worldwide with our scripted TV series. So get ready, we are coming to entertain and thrill you." Recall, Ebony Live Films and Sony Pictures Television's first 3-year deal saw the creation of the much-anticipated Dahomey Warriors-inspired film. Nigeria's Joe Boy has announced his debut album, Somewhere Between Beauty and Magic. Somewhere Between Beauty and Magic follows Joe Boy's 2019 EP, Love and Light. In a statement, Joe Boy said, and I quote, "Working on these projects was life-changing. I met a version of myself I never knew before. The plan was to come up with a title that best described love without actually using the word love. Hence, Somewhere Between Beauty and Magic, because love is a perfect blend of beauty and magic." And in sports, Southampton has requested referee Mike Dean does not officiate their upcoming fixtures and will appeal the red card shown to defender Jan Bednarek in their 9-0 loss to Manchester United. Fellow Premier League side Arsenal will appeal defender David Luiz sending off in Tuesday's 2-1 defeat by Wolves. Saints also do not want Lee Mason, who was the 4th official at Old Trafford, to officiate their games. Mason was the referee in Saints' recent controversial 1-0 loss to Aston Villa. Referee Dean initially only awarded a penalty to Manchester United but dismissed Bednarek after being instructed to watch replays of the incident on the pitch-side monitor by video assistant referee Graham Scott. And that is the national news on TOS TV Network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Also, follow and like TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS TV Network. I am Adesuwa Osui. Bye for now.